Good morning, class 1 students. I hope you all are fine. After a long gap, I'm going to teach you your moral value subjects today. As you know, before lockdown, we have finished almost 3 chapters. That is, number 1, do good, number 2, try your best, and number 3, honesty is the best policy. So, do good chapters you have learned well, and you have learned this poem also and done its works properly. Hope you have learned its all exercises within this holidays. After that, you had your second chapter, that is try your best. This chapter also we have learned before lockdown, and you have done the work, and hope you have learned this chapter also. The next chapter we have learned sorry, before lockdown, that is honesty is the best policy. This chapter was maybe not done by you, so let me revise this lesson. I know that I have finished teaching these lessons before lockdown, although I just try to revise the lessons once again. So you just go to your moral value, page number 14. Here you can see honesty is the best policy. So you can see at the top there, have you ever seen dishonest creatures? They are not loved by anyone, but honest creatures are loved by everyone. Guess who is honest and who is not? So you can see honest means that is familiar, that is lovable to us, that do not harm us, and dishonest creatures means which are not familiar with us, or if we are familiar with them, although they do not obey us, they are harmful to us, they try to attack us. These are called dishonest creatures here. So at the first you can see cow. Cow is a domesticated animal. We tame it at home. That means they are honest to us, so we keep them at home. So let me tell you, class 1 students, all the domesticated animals are honest creatures, so that we keep them at home. So here in these pictures there are several animals. Number 1 is cow, number 2 is tiger, number 3 is donkey, that is us, number 4 hen, number 5 cat, and number 6 parrot. Out of these all, here is written dishonest for tiger. Yes, other all are honest animals because they do not harm us, but tiger is the animal that live in jungle. They are dangerous for the human being. So honest animals are loved by everyone, whereas dishonest are not loved by anybody, or we don't like them. So in this way we will learn about honesty today in this chapter. So you can see here, there was a poor woodcutter. Let me just tell you this story thoroughly. There was a poor woodcutter who dropped his axe, iron axe, into the deep pond while cutting down the trees. He had to cut the trees for his livelihood because he had to sell it to earn the money. So he went to the jungle to cut the trees one day. While cutting down the tree, suddenly his axe fell into the deep pond. So whenever it fell into the deep pond, he was very sad. He started crying sitting nearby the sea because he was unable to go into the deep sea to take out his axe. So suddenly there came the friendly water spirit, or you may say water god, appeared before him and asked him why you are crying. Then he narrated his story that I was cutting down the tree, my axe fell into the pond and I am unable to take out this eggs from the pond. So water god just went into the pond and took out silver eggs. Silver means chandi ko. So these silver eggs, uh, whenever he took it out from the pond, he said, "Is this yours?" The woodcutter was very honest. He said, "No, it is not mine." Then water god or his spirit, water spirit again returned in to the pond and took out golden eggs that is made up of gold. Gold means sun. Sun ko pancharo. As I already told you, eggs means pancharo. That got the wood. So again he said, "Is this yours?" Woodcutter said, "No, it's not mine." Again water god just went into the pond and took out the plain iron axe. Whenever he saw that plain iron axe, it was his. He said, "Yes, yes, it's mine." He was very happy at the time that he found his axe back. So whenever water god knew that he was very honest, even after showing silver and golden eggs, he was not lured or he was not um, attracted towards these golden and silver eggs. God said, "You have been so honest." And then, after knowing that he was very honest, water god or the water spirit gave him all three axes: silver, gold, and even his own iron axe. So he was very happy of getting all these three axes. He was just returning his home. On the way to home, he found a rich merchant. Merchant means vyapari. So when merchant heard that woodcutter's story, tale means story, he ran to the pond. He thought that even if he pretend, if he act like woodcutter, and if he says, if he throw the axe into the pond, maybe water could come out, and even he gives him silver and gold eggs. Thinking so, he just dropped his iron axe into the pond and started crying. So, as earlier, water spirit or the god, water god, appeared or came out with the silver axe and asked him whether it is his or not. As soon as he saw silver axe in spirit's hand or water god's hand, he said quickly, "Yes, yes, that is mine, that is mine." As you know, God knows everything without saying. God said, "No, it's not yours. You know that it is not yours, although you said it's mine, so you are not honest." In this way, water god did not give him his iron axe also and that silver axe also, because he was not honest, he was not saying the truth. He was just greedy of getting that silver and gold axe. So water god disappeared there. He vanished over there without giving anything to him. So his merchant lost his iron axe also there at the bottom of the deep pond and started crying that he was not he did not get silver and golden axe. Beside this, he lost his own iron axe also. So children, we need to be must stay honest. So honest persons are loved everywhere. Honest person are liked by everybody. So we need to tell the truth, never tell lie. So this story uh, just tell us about this honest woodcutter. So this honesty is the best policy we need to follow in our life to be successful. So honesty is the best policy is the main teaching of this story or the tale. So here we have works to do. So you were asked to do these works. Hope you have done. If you haven't done, then let me tell you some model answers. You can just listen this video And then after solve this work in your moral value copy, you can show me this moral value copy later on in the school. So at the first you have your exercise, that is tick right the correct option number E. And number 1, you can see there, the poor woodcutter had lost his, there are 4 options, you have to choose the correct one. The poor woodcutter lost his money, number A, number B X, number C bag, number D wood. So here in this number 1, B is correct, that is X, so you can tick right B. Number 2, at first the water spirit presented a dash to the woodcutter. So what water spirit presented at the first? Simple iron X, silver X, gold X, or platinum X. Here also number B is correct. At the first woodcutter presented a silver X, not gold X. So here is marked gold X, that is wrong children. Number B is correct in number 2. Number 3, the water spirit offered dash to the woodcutter. Water spirit offered silver X, iron X, gold X, or all of these. Yes children, at the last water spirit or water god offered or gave all the access to the woodcutter. So number D is correct. He gave silver, golden and iron X to the woodcutter. So all of this is correct option here in number 3. So D is correct. Take right D. Okay, in number B, write T for true statements and F for false statements. Here in place of T and F you can write TRUE true for T and FALSE false for F. Do not use short form of true and false while writing in your copy. So all these works you have to do in your moral value copy. Just write chapter's name at the first, chapter number, and then after solve all these A, B, C, D in your moral value copy. So number 1, the woodcutter was rich. The woodcutter was rich. Rich means dhani. Obviously it is not true. He was poor woodcutter. So it is false. Number 1 is false. FALSE false. At the first you have to write. Number 2, woodcutter was honest. Yes, he was honest, so that God also gave him all 3 axes, golden, silver and his own iron axe. So he was honest. So number 2 is true. TRUE true. Number 3, on the way to home the woodcutter met a rich merchant. Yes, it is also true. He was returning back to his home, taking all 3 axes given by water god. He met a rich merchant on the way. So it is also true. TRUE true. Number 4, the spirit was pleased to woodcutter's honesty. Spirit means you may say simple you say Atma also, but here I told you to learn it by water god. So he was very pleased with the woodcutter's honesty. Yes, he was very happy with woodcutter because he was very honest. So this number 4 is also true. TRUE true. Okay, in number C there is fill in the blanks. So here also let us try to solve this fill in the blanks. The spirit returned with the golden dash. So golden X. Number 1, fill in the blanks. Number 1, EXEX. Number 2, then the dash appeared with his plain iron X. So in this number 2 you can write water spirit, WATER, water SPIRIT spirit. In number 2, water spirit, or you may write water god also in place of water spirit. In number 3, woe is me. The rich merchant said. In number 3 you can say write said also, because here he said that one is mine. The merchant said quickly. So you can write here said also in number 3. Woe is me, the rich merchant said. Number 4. The rich merchant's iron axe dash at the bottom of the deep pond. You can say it remains or stayed, stayed. It is here also stayed, stayed, stayed. So in number 4, fill in the blanks, stayed, stayed, you can write. Now number D, answer the following questions. Here I just provide you model answers verbally. If you couldn't write, you can contact me through WhatsApp. Answer the following questions. What did the woodcutter like? What did the woodcutter like? So here you can say woodcutter liked honesty. WOODCUTTER, woodcutter. LIKED, liked. HONESTY, honesty. The woodcutter liked honesty. Number 1 answer. The woodcutter liked, LIKED, liked honesty. Number 2, what was the woodcutter doing? Here you can write THE, the WOODCUTTER, woodcutter. WAS, was. CUTTING, cutting. DOWN, down. THE, the. TREE, tree. In this number 2 you can write the woodcutter was cutting down the tree. Full stop. The first starting letter should be in capital letter and the end of the sentence you use full stop. Now number 3 answer. Who came out of the pond? I already told you in the story that for water spirit you can say water god also, whichever you like. Water spirit came out of the pond or water god came out of the pond, whatever you like you can write. In place of who you can write WATER, water. SPIRIT, water spirit. CAME, came. OUT, out. OF, off. THE, the. POND, pond. Then full stop in number 3. Number 4, what did the rich merchant do? Here you can write THE, the. RICH, rich. MERCHANT, merchant. The rich merchant. THREW, threw. HIS, his. IRON, iron. AXEX, INTO, into. THE, the. POND, pond. Full stop. The rich merchant threw his iron axe into the pond. So there is communicative skills also. Work in pairs. Answer the following questions orally. These questions also you can write in your copy. In place of giving your answer, giving its answer orally, you just write down its answer in your copy. What do you think about honesty? What do you like to be a? Would you like to be a rich person without honesty? Can honesty be a problem in your life? So try to solve this yourself and tell me your answers later on. So problem solving skills. Your honest friend finds a purse full of notes. What does he think? Then write. Sorry children, without giving proper knowledge you cannot solve these all later on. Later on I'll try to make you do these all in the class whenever the school reopens. So you can do up to D in your copy. A, B, C, D up to question answer you can write in your copy and show me your copy in the school anytime coming along with your guardians. You cannot come alone, you come along with your guardians, then only I can check. So before coming to the school you just wear masks and come to school with your guardian to show your copy. Thank you very much.